That snaps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
Yeah,
you want one quick question?
we can't ask Rashad questions.
Next up, we got Justin Pearson. Now, Justin Pearson, if you guys didn't see, Tennessee state representative, everything like that, member of the Tennessee House. He went viral a couple years ago. I went up to Tennessee and stuff like that to follow them about what was going on up there when they tried to push him out the house and suspend them. It was him, Justin Pearson, and another Justin that they had. I believe his name was Justin Johnson. And they tried to push both of them out the house for like just their stances and, pretty much just being black and standing up for stuff like that they believed in. And so now they're 2 years later, they're back in some stuff. Justin Pearson's back in some stuff. So I think apparently one of the guys up there, he was saying like something about Justin Pearson taking some time away to grieve the loss of his brother who unfortunately unalived himself. And Justin ends up like leaving from behind the podium, comes up to him, points his finger and like lets him know like, don't talk to my family, don't you ever do that again. And he had to be kind of like escorted away from the gentleman and stuff like that and out of the room. And people cheered for him and other people are like, ooh. But that's the only clip I've seen so far, and that's the comments I've seen. I haven't seen anything else. So this is my first time watching it. Shouts out to E-Man for uploading this, and yeah, let's get into it.
Without before someone calls the question. I appreciate the conversation and discussion because that's what democracy requires. Our participation, our questions, our conversation, our discussion, not just the end of debate because you don't want to hear something. This bill is to repeal permitless carry. In our state, we have had this since 2021. And since this bill has been passed, against the will of our chiefs of police, against the will of our sheriffs, we have seen a sad increase in the number of homicides and suicides as well. When this body repealed the permit requirement to conceal and carry a handgun in most public spaces, gun deaths have increased. And I saw some folks here from the Tennessee Firearms Association, a leader there, John Harris said, if you want to carry a gun for self-defense in Tennessee, go get the permit. 59% of Tennesseans disapprove the 2021 bill, and we are continuing to live with the ramifications of the decision of too lackadaisical attitude and legislation related to guns and firearms in the hands of people who should not have them. I am a proponent not just of the Second Amendment, but of the right for people to responsibly carry firearms. In our state, giving anyone who can walk into a gun store access to a firearm that can hurt them or to hurt other people is wrong. It is detrimental. It is immoral, and it is consistently leading to more problems for our communities. If indeed child health is a critical indicator of a society's well-being, as one of our own state agencies have said, the burdens of homicide among Tennessee children is higher among Blacks, males, and children aged 15 to 17, with firearms being the leading means of lethality. We have a responsibility to do all that we possibly can to protect our communities,
I remember what it was now when he was saying this. This was exactly what it was about. It was about gun control. And it was after a school, school situation tragedy that happened. I want to say it was Nashville. But it happened somewhere in Tennessee. And Justin Pearson and Justin Johnson were two of the guys that like protest, but it was a third state representative, and she was white. I believe her name was like Gloria or something like that. And they let the white state representative get back in the house, be reinstated back in the house. But the two Justins, the black Justins, they weren't allowed to go back in the house. Like they wouldn't reinstate them. And they called them the Tennessee Three. And it was a big deal. And I just remember that. But yeah, that's what it was about. It was about control.
to ensure that they are safe. Since 2013, Guns and Trunks was passed. In 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, we have continued to pass legislation that has made it easier for people to have access to firearms. Now, in this moment and in this time, tomorrow, where we are remembering the Covenant mass shooting that occurred, the largest mass shooting of a school, as we continue to remember Antioch and the lives of people right in District 86, including a pastor whose funeral I have to go to this Friday, who's died from gun violence, we have a responsibility to not let politics stop us from good public policy, realizing that the lives of our people is what is paramount, not the wishes of the NRA or the TFA or other people. We, as legislators, have an opportunity to right a wrong. And while some folks have supported not having a permit, we know that better education is and will opportunities to protect our kids to ensure that they are safe.
I ain't gonna lie. I really rock with Justin, bro. I really rock with Justin. And I remember when he first went viral, people were like pulling up his stuff from college where he was speaking like totally different and he had a haircut. And they're like, he's cosplaying as like Martin Luther King Jr. And I'm like, what if he wasn't cosplaying? What if this is who he was the entire time? He just grew up in the church. So that's why his voice, you know what I'm saying, in inflections is naturally like that. And he just was never able to grow. Once again, going back to the video where we asked, are haircuts anti-black? So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? He didn't confirm to this thing. Anyways, let's keep it going.
Comes. And if you're an economics person, financially, with the revenues from the permits, over $11 million will be coming back to our state. We have a moral obligation to do what is right. And this law has not, at any moment or any time, helped to improve the safety of any person living in the state of Tennessee. And so I implore you, care for our kids, care for our communities, care for our families who are suffering because of bad laws and bad legislation that put the voices and the ideas of a few over the lives of millions of Tennesseans. We need to do something about the gun violence epidemic. We have the power to do something about the gun violence epidemic, and we don't just have to offer some empty thoughts and prayers. We can do something. And now is the time to do it. And I will continue to advocate for that because I believe in it. Personally, from our family's own experience to the experiences of too many people in our district and in our community who are suffering from the lack of good laws and good regulation. I know a lot of people who own firearms and want for responsible gun ownership to happen with responsible education as well. You don't have to throw out responsible gun ownership in behalf of the Second Amendment. Thank you. With that, I renew my motion, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Chairman Farmer.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And with regards to your remarks, you know, you talk about, well, we need to be heard, democracy, and all this. I know every member in this committee has been here this year working during committee, during session, voting on bills.
Yes, sir.
And I know you may have some things going on, but you have not. So I don't think it's fair for you to come in front of this committee and lecture us on hard work and convictions. And
Oh, so this is what is, that is crazy. Nah, buddy. You're going to have to see me, bruh. He said, you talk about hard work and showing up, but you ain't been showing up lately. And I know you've been going through some things. Brother, his brother is gone. His brother just unalived himself. Some things, he lost his brother. Justin might be like maximum 33 years old. Maximum, he might be. He is 30 years old, bro. This man is my age. His birthday is like 2 weeks from me. This man is my age. He's young than a mug, bro. Lost his brother. I know you're going through some things, but you haven't been here and working hard, voting on stuff while we've been here working hard, voting on stuff. What that got to do with the proposition I just made with the statistics that I had have these gun laws and lack of firearm and lack of bling bling laws and things of that sort? What does that have to do with how that's affected the Black community, particularly for Black boys between the ages of 15, 17, all the statistics and the facts that I just gave you? And I keep reiterating that I respect the Second Amendment. I support the Second Amendment and the right to bear. At the same time, responsibly. and to have license and to go through and to tighten up the registration process to be able to carry, right? What is my personal situation of me not being there because my brother is no longer on this earth after I've been with him for 29, 30 years? What does that have to do with this? Why are you going personal to attack me when I came to you with just facts and numbers? That's the thing with, here we go. That's the thing with Bron and Stephen A. And I hate to judge you because you can't get away from it. Bron went full, okay, keep it basketball, keep it stats, keep it basketball, keep it that. Stephen A, the one that went, stop it. LeBron, stop it. It's going too far with your son. Your son is ruining the NBA. This is the worst thing that's ever happened in the NBA. He's a 55th pick. He played like 3 minutes in that game against the Sixers. Remember when they gave him the ball on 3-man weave on the fast break and he like fumbled the ball or he put it up and missed the layup or whatever. And that's the highlight they showed 8 times. Like Bronny was just playing 42 minutes of a game and he just had 20 turnovers on those 42. He played like 8 minutes. He was a 55th pick of the draft. The only reason why people were talking about it and talking about it for as long as they were is because it was LeBron James' son. And that was the worst thing that's ever happened. And please give me a break. And that's what LeBron was pressing Stephen A about. Okay, you keep it basketball, keep it facts, keep it statistics. The second you go out and start attacking me personally, which Stephen A did there, then it's personal. And that's exactly what Justin Pearson did right here. Okay, keep it facts. If you don't agree with me, respond with facts. Respond with facts. Respond with the policies. Respond with the constituents. If you're representing the citizens of Tennessee and your district, they keep telling you, no, you can't take away my right to bear. You can't take away my right to bear. And some people, it's just easier to get it this way. And we always want to get, if that's it, right? If that's the case, stick with that. Don't go, oh, I know your brother is gone and you've been dealing with some things and you ain't been around, but you can't just come up in here saying we ain't been working hard and you ain't been working hard. You can't do that. We can't do that. You got to stick to what it is, bruh. So, yeah. Hey, I ain't going to lie, bro. I'm rocking with the more and more I see with Justin Pearson, bro, the more and more I rock with bro. Like, he was talking at the Atlanta town hall at the gathering spot before the general election in November. And he was speaking on behalf of the left and the Democrats. And he was speaking about the rise of Trump and what it represented and everything like that, of misogyny and just like what America is and how it even got to that. You can call it the manosphere, red pill, everything like that as well, play some parts of it, which is why those guys, Joe Rogan, Andrew Tate, or Aiden Ross, were all like, I'm saying, his boys and everything like that, the representatives on the social media side. But anyways, I'm going on a tangent. Let me watch.
Hard work for our committee.
Mm-hmm.
So when I understand where you're at and what you're doing and why, but at the end of the day, we've been here working.
Mm-hmm.
We've been on the House floor voting on bills.
I rock with Justin, bro. I'm rocking with Justin. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's not a lot of politicians that I just rock with out front. I don't know if it's because he's my age and he's not giving up and he's still full of hope.
Will
he's young.
lead to better outcomes.
I rock with Buddy.
And if you're an economics
I rock
on the
with
House
Buddy.
floor voting
Hold
on
on.
bills.
Person
Where we going?
financially.
Okay,
with-
okay, it's this one. Okay, here we go.
We've taken the tough questions. We've taken the tough votes.
Yeah.
And we're doing so.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it's fair for you to come here and lecture this committee on hard work when we've been up here doing the hard work.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Chair Doggett, and thank you, Chair Farmer, for your comments. They incense me.
Mm.
They make me very, very angry.
Mm.
Very angry.
Mm.
Not just because of the lack of regard, but the disrespect and the same denigrating tone that you used on the State House floor when the vote to expel me happened. It's disrespectful.
Hey, hold on, bro.
bro.
Hey, hold on, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Ain't nobody paid me. Ain't nobody influenced me. Ain't nobody nothing. And this isn't a conflict of interest because I do not cover Tennessee state politics. So don't even, he disrupted. I haven't felt this way about a politician. I don't know if I ever felt this where I'm like, yo, I'm locked in with what bruh's saying in a long time, bruh. I'll rock with Buddy, bro. Justin Pearson, keep doing your thing, my brother. And the thing with Justin, it's like the craziest thing they tried to get him with was like he cosplaying as MLK. Like they should at least Buddy ain't going TikTok doing the at least you gotta pop out and show it. Like it ain't no gimmicks. It ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Some people might say, okay, the MLK thing is a gimmick, whatever. If that's the worst thing that you can get from Buddy, bro, and he ain't doing no rap song talking about Tennessee, go out and vote. And he ain't trying to get us a vote. And he ain't next to Beyonce in the video talking about go vote. Like, I'm rocking with Buddy, bro. He really about his business and he stand on business and he stand on principles and he stand on empathy, bro. And he stand on humanity, bro. In politics, you're supposed to serve the people and represent the people. And a lot of people, they get that power, they win the election, and they forget it. I feel like Justin, he's still young. He's still young. But as of right now, he hasn't forgotten humanity, who he's representing, the people, everything like that, every step of the way. And I'm rocking with bro for that, bro. I'm rocking with bro for that, bro. I literally have so much respect for this young man, and I know I'm glazing. It is what it is. But I'm going to continue the video. I respect this man.
The standard of a person who's supposed to represent in the Tennessee House of Representatives. It is a pathetic excuse for you to not answer the question of why we are doing nothing about the gun violence epidemic than to personally attack me. But let me explain to you what I have been doing, Representative, since you asked.
Come on,
my brother, Temperance Darnell Pearson, one of the loves of my life, passed away from gun suicide on December 1st of 2024. And since that happened, it shattered my family like gun violence has shattered so many families. Shattered my nephew's lives, my mother, my father, my other brothers who are remaining. I buried my brother. I planned for his entire funeral. My fiance made his obituary. I made sure that he was taken care of, even in death. That's what I've been doing. But also, not just that, I went to all of my nephew's schools. I met with their principals and their teachers to ensure that they are okay. I gave them and made sure that they had grief counseling and that they're seeing a psychiatrist. That's what I've been doing. And while you're talking about hard work, you need to realize that our job is not just in this state house with these marble floors. Our jobs are on the streets and in the communities that we serve. And so while you've been here passing bills that have been hurting transgender children, while you've been here passing bills that have been hurting the
I ain't gonna lie. Sign me up for the Justin Pearson fan club. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. And y'all know I ain't no bias on this channel. Y'all know because y'all was just on my behind about me criticizing Jasmine Crockett once again. I said Jasmine Crockett go on Breakfast Club, speak for an hour intelligently in detail about the issues of what's going on in national politics and what's going on in DC and Capitol Hill right now. But the reason that she goes viral is for some foolishness, for a cute TikTok little clip farming moment. At her big age, at 42, 43, she being millennial, catering to the millennials and stuff like that, trying to get a cute TikTok. And it's like, bruh, you so intelligent, but people are paying attention to this with you. You looking just as clownish as the other folks, which overshadows all the great work and intelligence that you have from within. Why can't black politicians just be smart black politicians? And when I see Justin Pearson, like I said, some people want to, he's cosplaying as MLK. I'm going to keep going back to that because that's the main thing that I hear with them. But if that's the worst thing, and it's not some like he playing like a tap dancing like a coon or something like that, or trying to, you know what I'm saying? This is a state representative representing Memphis. I ain't seen him next to Glorilla, trying to get Glorilla to get him to co-sign his anything, bro. He doing this just straight off what he's there to do, which is represent the people and do his job, bro. And I rock with Buddy, bro. And he, come on, man. I rock with bro. I'm with Justin Pearson all the way, man. for sure. Hey, Justin, if you or your team are reading this, y'all need me. If y'all need to put me on the little press list, anything that you got going, anything bill, something that you're trying to pass in Tennessee, bro, email me. I got y'all, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I got you, bro. 100%, bro. I'm rocking with you and I'm rocking with the movement because you stand on business and you about your business as a smart, intelligent young black man. And there he goes right there. Let him know. Yeah. I'm pulling up on you. Yeah. Throw some respect on my name. Yeah. I'm rocking with Buddy, bro. I'm rocking with Buddy. It's some people in this world, in society, that's applauding Aaron the plumber because he's bringing back fade culture and fighting, and he's promoting fighting so much within the black community to ironically cut down on unaliving and ending people's lives over conflicts and everything like that. That's why he's pushing the fade so much to bring that back, and almost in a way to show black unity, which is crazy because at the end of the day, it's still violence. This type of confrontation and this type of standing on business, and he look at him, he trying not to act shook. Boy, I want to call you a name. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but I'm gonna keep it professional, brother. But everybody that watching this, if y'all want to call them names, if you're watching this right now, call them names in the comments. We on that. Feel me? But anyways, I'm rocking with bro 100%, bro. This intelligent young black man, and he, you know what I'm saying? I'm rocking with him. They said, do not touch him. You weren't even close enough to touch him. I'm rocking with bro all the way, bro. Like I said, anybody on your team watching this, I might reach out to him myself. Say, just put me on the media list, bro. Just put me on the press list, bro. Anytime you need anything publicized, anything you working on, anything, if you just want to do an interview and chop it up, bro, and just let me know from your perspective or anything that you got going, anybody trying you in the state of Tennessee, we not going. Hit me up, bro. I'm rocking with what you got. You know what I'm saying? Hey, keep doing you, bro. Keep standing on business. You holding the crown well, King. All right, cool.
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but.
And Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We can't ask Rashad a question.
Hey, Rashad.